was given to regale the young librarian with tales of the lively life at the new pastor's public library, sneered Mary, followed by, "My ass." She had already downed almost all of the white wine in the tall glass she had ordered, in contrast to mine and Susan's cup of regular coffee. They had taken me to Parmigiano, an Italian restaurant, which reminded me of Capriello's in Brooklyn, and at this Parmigiano there was Roberto Milanese playing the accordion, just like my Chris at Capriello. I felt good to be with them, and lucky and looking forward to have gotten a job for which I had diligently prepared myself. We ordered arborio rice. While waiting for it to come, I told him about Capriello and Chris Capriello, that I was engaged to him. And then again, I was reminded of when Pippa passes Browning's lovely poem about Pippa in Florence, because Capriello's had one right at the cashier. And then she was so pretty, sweet, puffy-cheeked face, merry eyes. You know, when Pippa passes, God's in his heaven, all's right with the world. But when Mary said those words, I was jolted and turned towards her. "I'll regale you all right, Camilla, by telling you that the new pastor's public library is going to close real soon." "What?" I said, startled this time. "Don't listen to her, Camilla. It's the wine talking," snapped Susan, swallowing hard her garlic bread. Turning to Mary, she snapped again at her. "You should have ordered wine. You know you shouldn't have ordered wine. You know very well you can't tolerate it, just like your father. Mama always had a problem with you and him." "Your sisters?" I exclaimed, surprised this time around. "Just half. Thank goodness I got the first and better father, and therefore the better genes." Ah, boy, I call them by their real name. The thank you, and yes, genes. As kids in the mansion, "Thank you, Catherine, for giving me your pretty dresses you don't want anymore." And as grown-ups in the library, yes, as she would make you the director, said Mary. "She did," said Susan. "And may I remind you, half-sister, that it was Catherine and her Vivi money that paid our college tuition. It didn't come free. Mama earned it with all the cleaning, washing, ironing, and in that monstrous Victorian mansion." And then something else happened. Well, she says this. She says that, "Listen, the rich branch of the Van Veld family may have built the library, but the poor branch will keep it open." This came from Susan, and it really frightened me. She says that before Mary said that, "Yes, you're the new director," but she never accepted your suggestion that the library have wheelchair access, elevators, have a cafe like Barnes and Noble and Borders. She said no to all that because she's stuck in the early part of the 20th century and she can't move away from there. She can't accept change. And Susan said again, "Well, I certainly can. And let me tell you again, as the new director of the New Pastures Public Library, I'm going to bring it into the 21st century. And Mary, listen to this. Instead of just 1 cup of regular coffee, you should take another one. Listen, Mary, the rich branch of the Van Velde family may have built the library, but the poor branch will keep it open. What? You two are Van Velde? I exclaimed, startled again. Both shrugged and muttered, distant and poor relations. So we did have our arboreal rice, and then I got some a salad, and then this happened that we did order tiramisu, and then with a straight face, Mary suggested that if Susan wants new programs, she could have belly dancing with a read on the history of this ancient dance to make it legit. Susan didn't answer. She ignored both of us, seeming lost in thought. And then she said that it was time to go. And so, of course, Susan did pay, and Mary confessed that she knew very little about the French Indian War, and she was going to be very happy that I was going to take charge of the 250th anniversary that was coming up. Mary had seen the movie, The Last of the Mohicans, with Daniel Day-Lewis. She was not at all into war movies, but had to go see it with Sin, the man she was living with. Sin was a retired IBMer and a fanatic reenactor of all the battles fought in America, beginning with the French and Indian War. And now we were going out, and we're going to be back at the New Pastures Public Library.